I am so sorry, you guys. The mic was muted. Good morning to you all. Thanks for connecting. Is that better? Can you guys hear me? Okay, great. My apologies. Good morning, Anita. Good looking out, Letitia. Queen, good morning to you. I'm gonna give it just about another minute or so, and we'll go ahead and get started. Congratulations to all of you who have children, siblings, or yourselves that are graduating in this season. So, congratulations to all the graduates. Good morning, Mr. Robinson. So, we're going to go ahead and hop into this. And those who are connecting later, they can catch up in the replay. But we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so to bring you up to speed, what's going on in our country? Good morning, Dre, Britt, Christian, Caden, Cash, the whole Dunn clique. Yeah, so there was a lot of news breaking this past week. For the most part, it was economically favorable with some of the things that broke this week. But we have this upcoming week, and as you guys know, these days in our country, everything changes from one minute to the next. So, you guys make sure that you are staying, aware of what's going on in the news around you. I am looking at something because I think I'm going to switch it up. I'm about to get ready to do something different. I feel something different right now. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, so you guys make sure that you have yourself in the knowledge and in the know of what's going on. So let's hop into this because that just happened fast, and so I don't want to miss this moment. I'm going to read a passage of scripture out of Acts chapter 7. Maybe a few. Okay, so Acts chapter 7, verse number 30, the scripture says, "And when 40 years were expired, there appeared unto him in the wilderness of Mount Sinai an angel of the Lord in a flame of fire in a bush. When Moses saw it, he wondered at the sight, and as he drew near to behold, the voice of the Lord came unto him, saying, I am the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Then Moses trembled and durst not behold. Then the Lord said unto him, Put off thy shoes from thy feet, for the place where thou standest is holy ground. Now, I'm sure that all of you guys remember this account from the book of Exodus when Moses had his burning bush experience. This is the Apostle Paul referencing that particular account. I want to talk about that this morning in a way that you probably never have even considered it, because that's what we do here, right? Okay, so you all know the story. Moses was supposed to be murdered by the Pharaoh's decree at birth. Every male child was supposed to be killed by the midwives, and Moses was life was spared, put into a basket, found by Pharaoh's sister. Pharaoh's sister, who could not have kids for whatever reason, she took the child in, raised him as her own, and Pharaoh took a liking to Moses. He found favor with Moses. So he was a part of the royal family. Then, as he began to grow up, now watch this, as he began to grow older, he began to look up on the Hebrews who were being oppressed by the Egyptians, and he had mercy on them. He had compassion on them because he didn't realize at the time that the thing in him that was connecting with them were as a result of him being one of them. One day he saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave. He rose up, he killed the Egyptian, buried the Egyptian in sand, and ran for the wilderness to the backside of the mountain. He's back there 40 years. After 40 years have passed, he is doing what he does, and he noticed for a few days that there was this bush that was on fire. Now, the bush being on fire is not it's not a big deal. That's the reason why he watched it for several days before it ever intrigued him. Is wildfires like we have right now. It could be caused from an animal running through the wilderness. Static creates or friction creates static. Static sparks a flame. The flame burn because you're in the middle of nowhere and it's dry. So, but what was intriguing was that this bush was never consumed by this fire. It just burned steadily. And one day Moses decided to go and approach the bush because it was something about the bush that was drawing him to it, right? Here in the Acts 7 account, the Apostle Paul says that there was a flaming angel that was standing in the bush. The angel of the Lord in a flame of fire standing in the bush. And whenever he approached it, the angel says, Look, take off your shoes. This is holy ground. So, and that taking off your shoes part, that's a Hebrew custom, and it signifies and is symbolism to reverence, the reverence of holiness, and it symbolizes humility. So as he approached, the Lord says, listen, I need for you to humble yourself, because he was about to get his assignment. He was about to get ready to walk into his purpose. And his purpose was to go back, of course, into Egypt. And that is what he had a passion for before he left. Now, I promise you, this is about to get ready to go somewhere. That's what he had. He had a passion. He had a passion to see the Hebrew slaves treated more fairly or come from under the oppression of the Egyptian. That was his passion. Now watch this. The first time he tried to activate his passion. The first time he put his passion in motion, he messed up bad because he killed the Egyptian and buried him in the sand and ran away. So here it is. God is calling him now to go back to the same people and carry out his calling and his passion, but this time he has to do it the right way. Now, I'm about to get ready to bring that all the way up to the 21st century now. So the reason why I shared that part with you is because we have certain passions in life. We have things that we are very passionate about doing, goals that are set before us and we're passionate about doing. And many times on the first time around, if we have not sought counsel and wisdom and spend time with it in prayer, many times we run out there, we take a swing at it and we mess it up. But after some time has passed and you're able to settle yourself and grow a little bit wiser as it relates to what it is you want to do, and after the Lord have dealt with you in different areas on different things, then you're able to come back to those same passions and get it right the second time around. As we all know, the second time Moses went into Egypt, he actually were able to free the Hebrew slaves from the oppression of the Egyptians, but the first time he couldn't. So what am I saying to you? What I'm saying to you is, in this season, pay attention to your passions, because what is drawing you, the reason why these flames of passions are being stirred up in you is because you are closer now than you've ever been before. You are closer now and you are more prepared. The first time around, you probably just were not as prepared as you needed to be in order to accomplish certain goals. But now that time in life has happened and you've learned some things through wisdom and experience, now you are prepared. And so, what you feel drawing you back to certain things and drawing you into certain things is as a result of a passion that was there all along, but it was just lying dormant because you had to be prepared to carry it out, right? You had to be prepared to fulfill it. And so this time around, Moses was able to come and stand right before what it was that he was so passionate about. He was able to stand in that moment and receive the instructions of the Lord like he wasn't able to before. And so, because he had already tried to do it one way prior, he knew that he did not have the blueprints to successfully carry out what it was he was passionate about. So this time, the Lord was laying out the blueprint for him, and he was able to go and successfully do it. Listen, what I'm saying to you is, pay attention to your passion and listen to the Lord, because you are standing right before it is what it is that you have a passion to do. The keys are ready to be handed over to you, and you are closer than you've ever been before. And that is what's sparking the curiosity in you. This is the reason why you keep wanting to get closer. And many of us, we have many different passions represented among us, and they may not all be the same. But one thing that we can agree on this morning is we're close. I mean, am I just being delusional? Am I out here by myself? Or do you feel closer than you've ever felt before? Because there is something burning in me that I feel so much closer to the things that I desire. And now looking back, I realize when I first recognized and acknowledged the passion for the things that I have today, I wasn't prepared for it. But I had to go through some things. I had to learn some lessons. I had to grow up. I had to mature. I had to let go of some things. And now that I've done that, I feel a little bit more prepared. And all of a sudden, these things feel closer to me. They're within reach. Like I could feel the heat coming from the burning bush, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And I know that this is something that you really cannot articulate, but you find yourself waking up with an expectation every day that today can be the day. And even within the day itself, from hour to hour, is something in you that's saying, like, man, this could be the hour that it breaks. This could be the hour that it's released. This could be the hour. And within that hour, every hour, all 60 minutes, there's an anticipation. And days, it seems like they're flying by fast. Weeks seem like they're flying by fast. It's because your anticipation levels and your expectation is up. And this is because you've been prepared. It's nothing like someone who have been prepared for a thing and been preparing for a thing to stand before the opportunity of accomplishing it. Whenever you know you've been prepared for something, you wait for the opportunity to accomplish it. You wait for the opportunity to achieve the goal. You are anticipating it. It's not like it's a task. There's no pressure. And the difference between before and now is you don't feel pressure to accomplish the things that are before you. You just know that it's there. I'm not taxed. It don't feel like an obligation. It don't feel like a responsibility. It just feel like it's supposed to happen. I know that it's supposed to happen now. I know this is what we're supposed to be doing now. I know this is what's coming next. When you get to this place, it's a couple things I want to tell you. First of all, I want to tell you, like the Lord, the angel of the Lord spoke to Moses, said, take off your shoes, humble yourself, show humility, make sure that you're able to handle it, and you don't allow yourself to become prideful and gaudy and puffed up before you accomplish it. You too close to your promise to allow pride to cause you to forfeit it. You're too close to it. Just humble yourself. You don't need to become anyone different. You need to let what you've learned in life over the years keep working. Let it keep changing you. Let it keep modifying and making adjustments in your emotions and in your mentality. Allow these things that have brought you to this place, allow them to keep working. And you do that by maintaining humility. All that slap your neighbor high five and tell them God getting ready to do this, that the time out for that, it ain't even that moment for me no more. All of that prepare to be sick of me type vibes, y'all can have all that. You ain't got to be sick of me. I'm too close. I'm not worried about how it is that anything or anyone around me perceive what God's doing in my life right now. What he's bringing me into, no one knows how hard and how long I have desired and have had a passion for these things. And so I couldn't even explain it to you guys if I tried to. And I could sit with you for hours and attempt to give you an explanation of what all happened inside of me during my wait for this moment. But I can say to you all that I'm here. And I believe that there are those of you who are connected with us this morning. You're here. You're at that moment. You know it's close. You can see it. You can touch it. You can feel it. You know that it's there. And so what I'm saying to you is maintain your humility. The next thing I want to say is don't do anything different from what you've done to get to this point. You don't get to the point of accomplishing your goals and achieving and fulfilling your passion. You don't get to that point and switch it up and start doing something different. Keep doing what you've done to this point. Keep allowing lessons that you've learned from past experience to continue to educate you further. Allow it to further educate you on who you are, what you can handle, what you can't handle, what you need to modify, what you need to allow to remain. You allow these things to continue working. This is continuing your education. This is allowing those lessons to become some of your greatest principles that you live by, because this is what it took for you to unlock the door that you're standing before. Okay? This is what it took. And so now I need for you guys to make sure that mentally, psychologically, you are focused on what it is that is set before you. You're focused on it, and don't allow yourself to be distracted by anything, because nothing matters now. You are too close to allow a distraction to distract you, because you're on track to accomplish the goal. And so all Moses wanted to do was see the children of Israel set free from the oppression of the Egyptians. That's what he wanted to do. And when he was on track to do it, then he stood in the presence of the Lord, and he quieted himself. And he allowed the Lord to speak to him. And he followed the instructions. The instruction, take off your shoes. And then God came back when he had questions about it. And he told him to take a staff. He asked him, what is in your hand? He said, a staff. And he said, throw the staff down on the ground. He threw the staff down on the ground. The staff became a serpent. It startled him. He was afraid of it. And then the Lord told him, he said, pick it up. And whenever Moses grabbed it to pick it up, the serpent turned into a staff again. And so he learned in that moment that you can't be afraid of what's in your hands, because I've anointed your hands to accomplish these goals. And I already have for you and given to you during this time of what it seems like just going through season after season. During this time, I've prepared you and equipped you with everything that you need to accomplish your goals. And I'm saying to you, only you know. We can speculate. Only you know if you've been complaining throughout this process or if you've really been prepared. And I believe that the majority of us here have really been allowing the Lord to prepare us for something. And this is why what I'm saying to you this morning, it don't sound like anything new. And not that you've heard it before, but it's because you know it in your spirit. You know in your spirit. Did nobody have to tell you? If I wouldn't have never said that any of this morning, you would have still known it. And what's happening right now is the Spirit of God dwelling in you is bearing witness to what it is that I'm saying to you by the Spirit of God. And that is that you're close. It's right there. Nothing can stop you except you refuse to proceed forward. That's the only thing that could stop you. But as long as you're saying within yourself, I'm not stopping this time. I'm too close. It's right there. And when you think back about how you had to be processed in order to get to this point, that's some stuff that you just don't walk away from. You don't walk away from it. That will be like a man laboring to build his own home from the ground up, and as soon as it's completed, he walk away from it and say, I was worn out from building the house. I got scrapes and cuts and bruises all over my hands and legs, and physically I'm worn out, and I walk away from the house that I just completed because of what it took me to complete it. God forbid. God forbid. You don't walk away at this point. This is not the time for you to take a step back. This is the time for you to step up. And if you have to tell yourself that every morning when you get going, if you have to tell yourself that, step up. I'm close. Keep testifying. I'm close. Keep testifying. It's happening. Keep testifying. Any moment it can break. Any moment, any day, and you wake up with those anticipations and you move forward in life in that spirit and in that mentality and disposition. And that is what's going to allow you to continue to make progress towards that. I tell you this, before this year's end, some of you will be actually standing exactly where it is that you've desired to be for many years. And some of you are going back and you're accomplishing things that you took a try at the first time, but you didn't have all the instructions. You just had the passion. And the problem was before, not that it wasn't yours or you couldn't have it. The problem was you only had the passion without instructions. But I'm saying to you by the Spirit of God, listen, because this time God's going to add instructions to your passions, and your passion accompanied with instruction will cause you to apprehend and to accomplish what it is that you're going after. God's not stirring this up in you right now by chance. It's not just some random act of emotional feelings or wishful thinking that has come upon you. Because if you think about it, it's been sustained. With everybody now, I'm about to get ready to show you this. With everybody talking about how bad everything is in this country right now, with everybody talking about the challenges that we face as it relates to the future, why is it that in your spirit you feel like something big is about to happen for you? Why? Why? Do you understand what I'm saying? God's putting that in your spirit. He's giving you anticipation, expectation, and your faith have not been moved by anything that you've seen on TV. When everybody was talking about the tariffs, we was entertaining it, but we weren't moved by it. We realized the severity of the situation, but something would not allow you to be afraid. And that's the thing. That's the thing that the Lord is going to use to unlock and release to you what it is that you've always anticipated. That's the thing. And that knowing that God has put in your spirit. And those of you who've been with me for a while, you've heard me say over the years, sometimes God will put something in your spirit. He'll bypass your mind and you won't even know it in your head, but you'll have it in your heart. And what I'm saying to you is this is that. This is that thing. This is that thing that God has placed in your heart and you know it. If you had to explain and articulate it, you wouldn't be able to, because it's just there. It just is there. It just showed up one day, and you woke up one morning, and everything in your spirit had changed, and everything in your spirit was pointing to this is a time in your life where God has come to bless you, where God has come to reward you, and God has come to elevate you. You knew it in your spirit. You knew it in your spirit, and it came from out of nowhere. And the same way this came from out of nowhere, I promise you, the blessings of the Lord, the promises of the Lord, it's about to manifest in your life from out of nowhere. God's going to bless you from out of nowhere. You will never see it coming. And the thing is, like Moses, you got your eye on something. The Bible says that Moses was watching that bush for a few days. And it's been a few days that you guys have been watching. It's been a few days that you've noticed that something is changing, something is different about certain things and the way you view certain things and your desires for certain things. You know that it's been something different about it. It's been a minute now, and you're just watching it. And now God is calling you and say, come on, get these instructions, because I'm about to get ready to show you how to handle this. I'm about to show you how to manifest this. I'm going to show you how to possess this. I'm going to show you how to accomplish this. And you come and you allow God to add instructions to your passions. And whenever he adds instructions to your passions, then you're going to see his power manifest exactly what it is that you have been believing him for. It's going to happen. And honestly, I don't even feel the urgency to try to convince you of that now. That's how sure I am. Whether you're convinced or not, it's going to happen for you. All you have to do is allow your passions to receive the instructions that are necessary, and it's going to happen. And I'm going to tell you this, it's going to be light work. It's not going to come from you doing nothing strenuous to your spirit or your mind or your physical body. It's going to come so easy because it is not anything that you are doing for yourself, but this is what the Lord has prepared for you. This is what the Lord is calling you to. This is what the Lord has premeditated for your life. Remember, Jeremiah, I know the thoughts I think towards you, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Yeah, this is the ultimate full conclusion of what God has desired for you all along. And if you think back about it, you can see God has been preparing me for this moment. My life has been leading me to this. Everything that is happening in my life, it has been gradually happened for longer than what I have acknowledged it. Just think, you didn't even know, you were not even aware that God was setting you up to get ready to manifest this big boom in your life. You didn't even know it, and he was gradually doing it. That's how good he is. And that's how serious he is about what it is that he intends for you to have. He said, I'll bless you and won't even let you know that I'm getting ready to bless you. I won't even tell you, hold on, be strong. I'm about to bless you. I won't even say that. I'll just do it. Man, listen to me, you guys. Have you ever had anyone to just do something for you? You didn't ask for it, you wasn't expecting it. They just did it, and you didn't realize how huge it was until after it was done. You're like, oh my God, thank you so much. I wasn't even thinking about that. I wasn't even asking for that, or I wasn't expecting that. God's about to get ready to give you what you were not even expecting. He's going to supersede your expectations. The scripture says, now unto him who is able to do exceeding abundantly above all we could ask or think. He can exceed your expectations, your wishes, your desires. He's going to exceed them in this time in your life. And you got to be ready. And you got to walk in it with confidence. You got to walk into it with boldness. This is yours. This is why your life was the way that it was. This is why your mom and dad, who they were. This is why you had the cousins that you had growing up. This is why you had the friends that you've made throughout life. This is why the people that hurt you the way that they did. This is why the people that walked away from you and the people that refused to acknowledge you and the people that looked over you, all of those things had something to do with what God's about to get ready to do in your life. And there is nothing that can stop it because it's already set in motion and it already has momentum. And if you be honest with yourself, you can feel the Spirit of God moving forward in your life like a train, and you know it's no stopping. You know it's no going back for you into certain things. You know it's no giving up in certain areas of your life. You know that now. And you've accepted the fact that we are going forward and there is nothing that could stop us. You've accepted that. You can't stop this train, man. You can't stop it. When the Lord began to move in your life, who could bring a move of God to a pause? No one. And I'm telling you, the Lord is moving in your life right now. This is what he's doing. And this is what you must accept. And this is what you must receive. And this is the hope of your Monday morning. So for many people, tomorrow is going to be a pretty hectic day for them. But for us, tomorrow could be the day. And so we have an expectation. We're anticipating tomorrow. And the Lord will do miracles among us. Lord, do miracles among us. And the miracles that the Lord will manifest in your life will be signs and wonders to those who are around you. They're going to see it as a sign that God can do it. And that's why God needs for you to stay in place. Because what's going to be a blessing to you is going to be a sign that he could bless others to them. They're going to look at what happened in your life all of a sudden, and then their faith is going to be ignited. And they'll be like, man, God can do it. He did it for this one. He did it for that one. And so this is where we are moving forward. And this is the mentality that we must maintain. Do not settle back into mentalities. Do not settle back into spaces psychologically that you were in before. Hold what you got. Keep that same passion. Keep that same momentum. Don't try to stop it. Don't try to pause it. Don't you entertain the discouragement. Don't entertain the depression. Don't entertain anything that you entertained before that caused you to be stuck for a moment. Because you're unstuck now. You're in motion. You're in motion. And when you have different experience, you have to settle within yourself. This is a part of the plan. This is a part of the plan. I don't know the full plan, but I know this a part because I know my plan is in the process of being executed. And once execution start, it ain't no stopping it because God will finish what he started. He's author and finisher. If he start writing this story, he's going to finish it. And this is the mentality that you move forward in. Listen, we're out of time, and I pray that you guys have been encouraged today. And I want you guys to really not just be hyper. I don't want you guys to just be emotionally excited. I really want you guys to maintain this spiritual posture, knowing in the power and the purpose and the plans that God have for you. Because I anticipate such huge things happening. I really do, honestly. Honestly. That's what I anticipate. And I want you guys to get your expectation. I want you guys to get your hearts and minds ready to walk into these things and to experience them and to be able to touch them. They've been a part of your imagination and they dwelt in your faith realm for so long. Now it's time for these things to come into your physical realm. This is that time. So listen, it could happen tomorrow. Remember that when you wake up. You wake up in the morning after you thank God for being able to pull the covers off your own face. The next thing you need to say is, God, I know it could happen today. I know that it could happen today. And so if you need me before next Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, hit me up. You know how to get in contact with me, and I'll get back with you at my earliest convenience. If not, I will see you guys on next Sunday morning. Listen, before you continue with your day, I want to ask each of you to take a moment and to go and make a donation. If you're being encouraged by these moments, these sessions on Sunday morning, please, by all means, go and make a donation. The reason why I still advise you guys to make donations is, to be honest, I would not be where I am today had it not been for my giving. And so that principle is still one that we need to work and we need to hold on to. I know that most people have really abused this part, but this is not that situation. So what I'm saying to you is, for yourself, as a sign and a token of gratitude, faith, belief, anticipation, make sure that you go and you make your donations today. If you don't know how to do it, hit the person up that invited you. We can do it through Zelle, Apple Pay, Cash App, however. hit the person up that invited you, share this link with you, or hit me up and I will give you the information of how to do that. But please, I'm asking every one of you to go and make your donations before you continue with your day, lest it slip your mind and you miss an opportunity to show gratitude and appreciation for where it is the Lord is taking you. I love you guys so much. I bid you all blessings and Godspeed, and I will see you next week.
Tell them me claim it, all of my blessings, me name it. With faith, me I go own it. Nothing shall get home it. Speak life, it is a new day. All things in my past, yeah. Welcome to the new year. Me step out in faith and no fear. Blessings go find me, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss if ever gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Money gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss the blessings gonna find me here. Oh na 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 na. Let me claim it. All of my blessings, my name it. With faith, me I go own it. Nothing shall get home it. Speak life, it is a new day. All things in my past, yeah. Welcome to the new year. Me step out in faith and no fear. Blessings go find me, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss if ever gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Money gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss the blessings gonna find me here. Oh na 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 na. Let me claim it. All of my blessings, me name it. With faith, me I go own it. Nothing shall get home it. Speak life, it is a new day. All things in my past, yeah. Welcome to the new year. Me step out in faith and no fear. Blessings go find me, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss if ever gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Money gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss the blessings gonna find me here. Oh na 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 na. Let me claim it. All of my blessings, my name it. With faith, me I go own it. Nothing shall get